Hello, everybody. It's Thursday, 14th of January already. We're going to have a lovely class today with a lot of vinyasa, a lot of flow, because I like to make the Thursday class flow much more without breaks. However, we are going to start with an exercise for the eyes. And one is going to be using the focusing muscles of the eyes, and the second is going to just be relaxing the eyes with a technique called palming, which is simply placing the palm of the hand over the eyes. Okay? So to start, sit in a nice comfortable position. You could be on a chair. You could also be on a pillow or sitting on your block. Be sure your spine is tall and the neck keeps its natural curve, and you're lifting up the neck and the head. We'll start with a thumb. You can take your right hand and bring the thumb out in front of you and stretch the arm out as far as possible in front of you. Now look at your thumbnail and just notice the details of your thumbnail. Okay? Now we're going to slowly bring the thumb as close to the nose as possible without crossing the eyes, so you don't double the thumb. If you start to feel your eyes crossing and then you can see two thumbs, that's where you need to stop. And then gently push the thumb away. So you're going to feel, some people might say it's strain, but it is in fact the muscles of your eyes, and they will refocus gently on the thumbnail. So bring the thumbnail close to you very slowly, and your eyes cross a little bit. You'll feel a little bit the muscles crossing the eyes, and then start stretching the arm back out again. But go slowly. So the focusing muscles of your eyes continue working. Do it one more time. Go close to the nose, or as close as possible. You can keep blinking your eyes and get those focusing muscles refocusing on the thumbnail. And we'll finish by stretching the arm back out and focus again on the thumbnail as far away as possible. Good. Bring the hand down and let's palm our eyes. Let's go. You place the palms of the hands. You're not actually touching the eyes or the eyelids. You're touching all around and you're blocking out all light. Take a few deep breaths here. Let your eyes relax. Good. Bring your hands down and open your eyes. Second exercise, we'll just take one more minute. Stretch the arm back out again with the thumb pointing up. You're going to keep your head looking straight forward, so the nose continually pointing straight forward. And you'll move the arm out to the right, focusing always on that thumbnail. Go as far as possible without turning your head. And then come back to center. Okay. Again, out to the right. We'll do this 3 times on each side. Go slowly. You're still focusing on the thumbnail. And then back to center without turning the head. Last time. Out to the right as far as possible without turning the head. Good. Coming back to center. Bring the hand down. Palm your eyes once again. Closing the eyes. Just relax. Get the darkness into the eyes. It feels good. It relaxes them completely. They don't need to focus on anything. And bring the hands down. Left side, stretch the arm out, focus on your thumbnail, and then begin the arm going out to your left. Look as far as possible to the left, and then come back. Keep focusing on the thumbnail. Out to the left, no turning the head. Don't turn the head, just the eyes that follow the thumbnail, and come back. You can feel that in the eyes and in the muscles one more time. Coming back, Good job. Bring the hand down and palm the eyes. Just release a little bit, a couple of deep, slow breaths. One more deep, slow breath in. And release, bringing your hands down. And let's open the eyes. Good job. Roll over your ankles or bring your feet to one side. Let's come up onto the hands and knees on the mat. Hands are underneath the shoulders. Knees are underneath the hips. Be sure your hands are shoulder width, knees hip width. And let's go. Curling the spine. Breathe in, look skyward. And as you breathe out, round your spine, look to your belly button. And again, let's curl, looking skyward, breathing in. And breathing out, let's round. One more time, let's curl and round. Come back to a flat back. Reach your left arm out in front of you as far as possible. With the right hand, let's reach underneath and twist to the left. And then as you breathe in, coming back, stretch the arm out to the right as far as possible. And then we reach underneath, we're twisting, it's threading the needle, coming back, reach the arm out to the side. One more time, let's breathe out and twist. Breathe in, bringing the arm out to the side. Bring the hands back down underneath the shoulders. And let's do cat and cow again. Let's breathe in and curl. Breathing out, rounding. And again, let's breathe in and curl. Breathing out, let's round. Once more, let's breathe in and curl. And breathe out and round. Come back to a flat back. This time we reach our right hand out as far as possible in front of us. And we take our left arm and slide it underneath the body, threading the needle. Go and twist, and then breathe in and stretch the left arm far out to the left. And then twist, threading the needle. Coming back, reach the arm out. One more time. Thread the needle. And reach the arm out. Bring the hands back down underneath the shoulders. Stretch your right leg out in front, out behind you, and reach, lifting up with the right leg. Make a nice big circle with the foot. Releasing any tension in the ankle or the foot. Change the direction. Then we'll lift the leg as high as possible. Lift the chin. Get deep into the glute and into the low back. And as you breathe out, bring the knee to the nose. Let's go. Breathing in, curve and lift the leg. Breathing out, knee to the nose. Once more, curving, lift the leg and knee to the nose. Bringing the knee back down. Let's lift our left leg, stretch it out behind us. Nice big circle with the foot. Good, that's it. Change the direction. And then lift the leg as high as possible. Toes pointed, lift the chin. Deep breath in. Breathe out, bring the knee and nose towards each other. Breathing in, lift, lifting the chin. Breathing out, knee and nose come together. Once more, breathe in, lift, and breathe out, knee and nose come together. Bring the knee back down, open your knees as wide as your mat, and sink back into child's pose for 3 deep breaths. So you might feel a bit of an opening of the hips now in child's pose, that's good. Feel perhaps the low back, maybe it's stretching out a bit, that's fine too. Taking deep, slow breaths. Stay with this. And then reach your arms far, far out in front of you. You reach beyond your shoulders and lift up, tucking the toes under. We take downward facing dog pose. From here, let's pedal our feet right and left. While you pedal your feet, see if you can open your toes at the same time. Let the hips go, let the knees bend and straighten, and just, you're kind of oiling your joints right now. Just oil the joints. Stretch the legs straight, taking a deep breath in. Let's move into a plank position. Lift your head in your plank and push back to down dog. And let's go again. Breathing into a plank position. Belly in, head is lifted. Push back to down dog. Once more, let's move into the plank position. Lower your knees down. Lower your chest gently to the floor. Pointing your toes, lengthen your legs. Draw your shoulder blades in. Let's take a deep breath in and rise to a little cobra. Coming back down slowly. And again, let's reach up with the chest, cobra, and back down. One more time, let's go. Deep breath in, cobra, come on back down. Push up onto the hands and knees, tucking your toes, rise to downward facing dog. Now, step your feet forward a little bit and we get into a crouching cat position. Tilt your hips up. Let your shoulders come forward and set your gaze between your hands. And let's bounce a little bit here, up and down with the knees. Now, turn your heels to your right, and let's bounce again, up and down. Come back to center, and let's turn the heels to the left, bouncing up and down, hips go back. Back to center. Begin stepping your feet forward, very, very gently, until you reach the front edge of your mat. Once you're there, separate your feet hip width, knees stay soft and bent, grab your elbows, and float yourself down over your legs. Sway from side to side. Coming back to center, let your arms drop and roll your shoulders. Then turn your head from right to left for a little no, and up and down for a little yes. Knees bend low, hands to your hips, elbows pointing to the sky. Lift your chin first, your chest can follow. Lift all the way up until you find your perfect posture. Legs are straight. Chest lifted, arms come down by your sides. Gentle squeeze between the shoulder blades and really lift the ribs away from the hips. Hands come to your heart center. Clasp your hands together and push your palms skyward. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out, lean to your right. Leaning out to the right. That's it. Breathing in, rise back up. Breathing out, let's lean to the left. Back up. Breathing out, lean to the right. Back up as you breathe in. Breathing out to the left. One more time each side. Breathe in. Breathe out to your right. Breathing in and out to your left. Coming back to center. Palms together, thumbs into the upper back. Gently press your head against your forearms. Lifting your chin, go back a little bit. Stretching the throat, stretching the sides of the body. Reach your arms back up to the sky and bring your hands to your heart center. Close your eyes for a moment. Just here, set your intentions not only for your practice, but for the rest of your day and perhaps the rest of your week. How do you want to feel today? How do you want to feel tomorrow and this weekend? Open your eyes, take a deep breath in, and let's stretch skyward. Let's go. Breathing out, bend at the knees and fold yourself until your hands come to the floor. Halfway lift, breathing in, setting your hands down, step back to a very strong plank position. Lower your knees, looking forward. Let's do a little push-up, down and up. Move all the way down, point your toes, lengthening the legs, rise to a cobra. Bring your chest back down, push back to a downward facing dog pose. Pedal your feet again here, just oiling the joints. Looking to your hands, step, or you could jump forward. Halfway lift, breathe in, breathe out, fold forward, hands to your hips, elbows up, bend the knees, rise to a standing position. Find that perfect posture, hands come to your heart center. And again, we lift, breathing in, breathing out. Let's fold, halfway lift, breathing in, step back to your plank position. One push-up if you wish, or you can skip it and move all the way down into a cobra and push back, downward facing dog pose. Pedal your feet again. Looking to your hands, you could step or jump. Halfway lift, breathe in, breathe out, fold forward, hands to your hips, elbows up, push down and rise. Hands come to your heart center. Take a deep breath in, rise up, keep going, folding forward, breathing out. If it's too fast, you can slow down, halfway lift, step back to your plank. Good job, ladies. Moving down into a push-up if you wish. Excellent, Claire, Lisa, good, Marilyn. And then all the way down for a cobra and downward facing dog. Nice. Hey, Maggie. Good job. Good, Vincian. Pedal your feet, everyone. Pedal your feet. All right. Bringing your feet together. We're going to do some core work here. Raise your right leg as high as possible. Breathing in, breathe out, bring the knee to the nose into a plank position. Belly goes in, knee to the nose. Yes. Back up to the sky. Excellent. Breathing out, bring it to the right elbow. Let's go. Good. Breathing in, raise the leg back up. Swing it to the left elbow underneath your body. Core work. Back up again, same thing. Let's go to the nose. Back up again to the right elbow. Back up to the left elbow. One more time. Let's do this. Breathing in, breathing out to the nose. Up again to the right elbow. Up again to the left elbow. Bring it back up and bring the foot between the hands. Whew. Spin your left heel down. Set your feet nicely and rise to a warrior two position. And we did some super core work last week. We're going to do somewhat the same thing. Right knee bends nicely, left leg straight. Bring your hands behind your head. Open your elbows. We'll lean back. Left elbow goes towards the left knee. And then you'll lean forward. Breathing out, right elbow to the right knee. That's it. Breathing in, go back. Breathing out, go forward. If it's too much, just don't go as far. Breathing in, go back. You don't have to go far to get the effect. Breathing out, go forward. Coming back up, stretch your arms, and let's go back and hold it for 3 breaths. Look into your right hand. Sink down nicely. Right knee bends really well. 2 and 1. Bring your hands back down. Take your plank position. Do a push-up if you wish. All the way down, and let's move into a cobra and downward facing dog. All right. Let's take our left leg up and between, whoops, hang on, lift the left leg up, take a deep breath in, breathe out, knee to the nose, let's go. Breathing in, rise back up. To the left elbow, let's go. It's that core work again. Back up, to the right elbow, underneath. Bring it back up. 2 more times, same thing. To the nose. Breathing out, yes. Breathing in, raise it back up. Good. To the left elbow. You're doing great, everybody. Back up to the right elbow, cross it under. Beautiful, back up. Let's go to the nose again. Let's do this again. Yes. Back up to the left elbow. Let's go. Yes, back up to the right elbow, under the body. Good. Now swing the leg between the hands. Rise up to that warrior two position. Set yourself nicely. Okay, hands behind the head. Elbows open up. You'll go back first. Right elbow goes down and back, and then you'll lean forward. See if you can touch the knee. And then back up and go back. If it's too much for the low back, just don't go as far. One more time. Let's go back. We breathe in. And we breathe out. Now, stretching the arms, reverse and hold. Stay here for 3 breaths. One more deep breath in. And let's move right down again and into a plank position. Decide whether or not you're going to do that push-up. Move all the way down, cobra, and downward facing dog. Good job. Pedaling your feet. Look to your hands. Step or jump forward. Halfway lift, breathing in. Breathe out, fold. Now, making sure that your feet are hip width. All toes pointing forward, and be sure your toes are open. Bend your knees down low, hands to your hips. Let's rise to a little chair position. Hips moving back, chest lifting. Grab a hold of your elbows. Sink down nicely. And we'll twist to our right, pointing the elbows towards the right. Be sure the knees stay as they are. Come back to center, and we'll twist to our left. Keep the knees in the same position. Back to center. Breathe out, twist to the right. Breathe in, back to center. Breathe out, twist to the left. Stay strong in the legs. Back to center. One more time each side. Breathing in. Coming back. Last one, to the left. Beautiful. Coming back to center. Reach your arms up. Take another deep breath in. And fold forward. Whew. Halfway lift. Stepping back to a plank. Let's do that push-up. All the way down. Into cobra. And downward facing dog. Taking your right leg. Let's move it between the hands. And let's rise to a warrior two position. From here, let's keep flowing. Reverse your warrior and move back down again to a plank position. Let's do that push-up. All the way down, cobra, and downward facing dog. Left leg, take that warrior two. Reverse it. Move right back down again into a plank position. One push-up if you wish, or just meet us in cobra. Downward facing dog. All right, deep, slow breathing here. Looking to your hands, let's step forward for a nice chair position. So you're going to set your feet hip width. You're going to make sure all toes are forward. Bend your knees low, elbows between the knees, and clasp your hands together. Bring your hips low, if possible, as low as the shoulders or lower. Now in this position, I want you to squeeze the elbows, but you're going to give resistance with the elbows. You want to push the elbows out to the sides. So the elbows are in between the knees. Yeah. And you'll hold without crossing the elbows. The elbows are like this. Yeah, that's it. And you gently squeeze the elbows with the knees, and you'll gently push outwards with the elbows against the inner knees. Perfect. That's it. Sink down a little bit lower. Good. Whew, I'm out of breath here. 3. That's it. Squeeze, squeeze, Marilyn. 2. Squeeze the knees against the elbows. That's it. 1. All right, everybody bring your hands down and step your feet back to plank position. That was really good. Now hold your plank. Hold your plank. Everyone lift the head. That's it. Good. Yes. So with the head lifted, it prevents that forward head position. And this is super important. Staying here, breathing. 3, looks great, everyone. 2, 1, move down without the push-up. Just move down. Everyone, point your toes and bend your knees. So the toes point up to the sky. Push gently against your hands to see how high you can come in a cobra and stay here. 3, stay strong. 2, 1, come on back down, tucking the toes, push back to downward facing dog and pedal your feet. Yeah, good. All right, let's take our right leg forward and into the warrior 2 position. From warrior 2, I want you to set your hands on your hips and straighten your right leg. Turn the right foot so that you're facing the left-hand side of your mat. So you had your right foot forward, you're just going to turn it to face the side of the mat. Legs are strong and straight, hands at your hips, press the hips forward and open the chest, go back. So you feel your belly contracting and lengthening. Squeeze your glutes really tight. If it's possible, let your head go back. If it's not good for your neck, just look forward. Holding 2 more breaths. 1 more. Now look forward and everybody fold forward until your hands come down to the floor. Open your legs wider. What I like to do is do heel, toe, until your legs are nice and wide, feet flat on the floor. And what's important here is I want you to check the arches of your feet. Make sure the arches are up. If they're rolling in, it's not going to be good for your knees. So roll the weight to the outsides of the feet. If possible, bring your head down and your hands stay down and you drop the neck. So the head and neck relax here. And you should feel strong stretch on the inner thighs as well as the backs of the thighs. 2 more breaths. 1 more. And then lift your chest. Lift it up. Lift your head so that you can look at the floor. Keep your left hand on the floor and set your right hand to the hip. And begin twisting to open to your right. Feel that your chest is moving forward. The hips move back. If possible, stretch the right arm to the sky. If it's too much for the shoulder, keep the hand at the hip. Take some deep breaths here and look up as far as possible, as if you want to look at that thumbnail again. Holding 3, 2, and 1. Bring the hand back down. Walk your hands over to your right foot. One hand on the ankle, the other hand can be in front of you to help support, or you could put the left hand on the right hand. Lower your nose towards your knee and hold it here. Deep breathing. Bring the hands back to the floor and turn your right foot forward to the front edge of your mat. Turn your left foot and lower the knee. If you want, you can pad the knee by doubling up your mat. Hands on the front thigh and lift the chest up. Okay, after those deep forward bends, this should feel pretty good. You're getting a little curve in your back now. Lift the chest. Hips are forward and down, but you are contracting by tucking that tailbone under. Raise the left arm. Take a deep breath in, and we're going to twist to our right. Bring the right hand to the hip and look over your right shoulder. Holding here. 3, 2. Now stay here, or you can kick up the back foot and grab it with the right hand. Keep looking over the right shoulder, getting a deeper stretch into the quadriceps. Hold it 3, 2, 1. Release the foot gently. Release the hands to the floor. Tuck the back toes under so the mat can go flat. Set your hands down and raise the right leg up into down dog. Bend the knee, open the hip. Put your right leg up in the air. Now, if you wish, you stay here or you flip. Setting the right foot down, lift the hips up, raise the right arm up. Over the head, lift the hips high, reach back up, and everyone flips back, coming into a plank position. Pull your belly in, lift your head. Everybody stay here, keep everything strong. 5. Feel like you're pulling your hands towards your feet. 4, you'll feel that contraction in the belly. 3, 2, and 1. Lower yourself down without the push-up. Point your toes. Bring your knees bent, toes pointing up to the sky. Take a deep breath in, rise up to that little cobra, holding here. 3, 2, 1. Come on back down. Tuck the toes. Downward facing dog pose. So right here, if you need to take child's pose for a little rest, do that. Knees as wide as the mat into child's pose. Or if you can stay in down dog, stay here and breathe. Okay. Everybody back up and into down dog. I'm going to face the other side, so I'm still facing the camera. Let's go. Down dog, left leg comes up, and we bring it in between the hands. Spin your right heel down, rise to the warrior 2 position. Good. So now you have your left leg forward. Hands to the hips, straighten both legs, and turn the left foot to the right-hand side of your mat. So you've got both feet parallel, same as before. This time, hands at the low back. I want you to bend your knees this time. Your toes are parallel. Bend your knees to lean back. Open up the chest, get the hips forward. Let the head go back if it's comfortable. If it's not, you look forward. Stay here. 3, 2, and 1. Lift your head, rise back up, and we'll fold forward from the hips. Good job. Hands come to the floor. Widen your feet. Heel toe, heel toe. Hands should be able to come down. Lower the head down, and now you just relax the neck again, looking between your legs. Stay and breathe. Lift your head back up. Lift up onto the fingertips and pull your heart forward, tailbone back. See if you can lengthen out the sides of the body. Bring your right hand underneath the nose. Left hand goes to the left hip. Okay? Begin twisting and opening to your left. If it's comfortable, stretch your left arm straight. If it's not, keep the hand at the hip. Holding here, see if you can look towards that thumbnail again. Staying 3, get long in the back, 2, and 1. Bring the hand back down. Walk your hands over to your left leg, always making sure that you've got arches going on in each foot. So the left hand goes to the ankle. The right hand can be in front of the foot, or on the left hand. Bring your nose down towards your knee and stay here. Good. Hands come down. Turn the foot to the left. Turn your right foot as well. Double up your mat. Lower the knee to the doubled up part of the mat. Hands can come to the front thigh. Lift your chest. Let the hips go forward. Let the back arch a little bit. It'll feel good after all that forward bending. Okay? Raise your right arm up. Lift and then twist to your left. Left hand can come to the left hip. Hold for 3 deep breaths here. Now, if you wish, for the next 3 deep breaths, you can kick up your right foot and grab it with your left hand. Holding, 3, 2, and 1. Releasing, let it go. Bring your hands back down to the floor. Tuck your back toes under to lift the knee so the mat goes flat. Get ready for down dog. Left leg goes up to the sky. Up it goes. Bend the knee, open the hip. Stay here, or you could flip over. Raising the hips up nicely. Bring the arm over the head. Reach, 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 reach. Back up to the sky. And everybody flips back to a plank position. Last plank of the day. Contract your thighs, contract your glutes. Lift your head, belly in. Feel like you're pulling your hands towards your feet. Stay here, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Let's move down to the floor. Release your feet and your legs, hands underneath your forehead, and just relax here for a moment. Good job, everybody. Well done. Take some deep, slow breaths. Okay, lift your head up. Reach your arms out to the sides and open your knees as wide as your mat. Bending the knees, touch your heels together and flex your feet out to the sides. This is called parachute pose, okay? What we do here, we're gonna bend our elbows and raise the head, chest up off the floor. Elbows come up off the floor. And then raise your knees as high as possible. You'll feel a big contraction down the back, into the glutes and perhaps the backs of the legs. Super for the back chain of the body. Stay here, 3, 2, 1. Come on back down. Hands under the forehead. Move your hips from side to side to relax. Good. Next, reach your arms behind you. Clasp your hands together. Stretch the arms as straight as possible. Lift the arms, head, chest, and shoulders, and the legs for snake pose. Squeeze the back body nice and strong. Now you could stay here in snake, or if you wish, go right into bow pose. Opening up the chest, flex the feet. Stay there, 3, 2, and 1. Come on back down. Up and into down dog, everyone. Push back and pedal your feet. Bring your knees down behind your hands. Either you open the knees, cross and roll over, or you bring your feet to one side. Getting into a seated position, let's roll down onto our backs. Walk your feet away, stretch your arms. We're going to take the hamstring bridge first. Knees are only slightly bent. Squeeze your shoulder blades, raise the hips. So the legs are almost straight. The hips don't come up very high. You hold here. Super good for protection of the hips, knees, and ankles. It really strengthens these structures so they stay stable and balanced. Bring the hips back down. Bring your feet in towards the hips, elbows into the floor. Lift the hips up now into half bridge pose. Lengthen out your neck and stay here and breathe. For those of you who like to take full bridge, you could do that now. But be aware, you should be practicing pretty regularly before you go into full bridge. 3 more breaths, either half bridge or full bridge. Everyone, raise your arms over your head, reach behind you, and one vertebra at a time, lower the back, very, very slowly. And when the back sets itself nicely on the floor, bring the soles of your feet together, knees wide into butterfly pose, reclining butterfly, and just rest. Raise your knees up. Separate your feet as wide as your mat. Keep your arms behind your head. And let the knees go to the right. Reach your left arm far from you so you get good stretch down the left-hand side of your body. Again, deep breathing. Raise your left knee first, right knee follows, and let the knees go to your left. Reach your right arm far behind you. Right knee rises, left knee follows. Okay. Bring your right knee up against your chest and hold it against the chest. Stretch your left leg onto the floor. So you could grab the knee or even behind the thigh if it's better for you. Okay. Hold it here and make a nice big circle with the knee. This is just releasing any tension that may have built up in the hip socket from our practice. Let's change the direction. And this helps to release it, but again, focusing a lot on oiling the joints, quote unquote. We want to keep the joints lubricated. Flex your foot now and lift the foot to the sky. Now, grabbing behind the thigh, I want you to make sure you keep a space between your low back and the floor. Please avoid pressing the low back into the floor. We want to keep curve. And you're going to feel like you're pulling your thigh down into the floor. This helps you to keep the curve as well. You're going to feel your hips move in an anteversion position. So they're pushing backwards, okay? This means you won't be able to pull your leg very far towards you, and that's fine. We're looking for that active stretch. So this is what we get with the curved back. The leg can feel the stretch. You don't have to get it completely straight. All right. Another deep breath in and bend the knee. Now we'll go into a deep spinal twist. You'll set the right foot next to the left thigh and let the knee fall to your left, reaching your right arm out to the side to release the front of the shoulder as well as the pectoral muscles. Good job. Rolling gently back onto your back. Lift the head and shoulders, nose to the knee. And let's stretch the right leg out on the floor. Lifting your left knee up to your chest. You can grab either on top of the tibia or behind. And again, we're just going to lubricate that hip socket. So go around and around, drawing a circle with the knee. Change the direction of the circle in the opposite direction. That's right. Good. Now, grabbing behind the thigh, we're going to flex the foot and keeping curve in the low back. We'll gently straighten the leg as much as possible. You'll feel that strong tension and stretch behind the leg. But keep the curve. This is that active stretch, much, much healthier than a passive stretch. Good. As much as possible, see if you can straighten that leg. Pull the leg down towards the floor with your hands. See how far you can go with it. And then deep breath in and release it. Bend the knee. The left foot goes towards the right thigh. And let the knee fall over to the right. Stretch your left arm out to the side for that spinal twist. Again, deep, slow breaths. Rolling back onto your back. Knee towards the chest, nose to the knee. Now let's bring both knees in, nose in between the knees, setting your feet flat. Bring them as wide as your mat and slide them along the edges of the mat until they're both straight. Feet are apart as wide as the mat. Now reach both arms out as if you want to touch your knees. Turn the palms upwards. And we'll bring the palms of the hands to the eyes. Palming your eyes. Remember, this is what we did at the beginning of class. But here it's completely relaxing the eyes, blocking out all light. Take 5 deep breaths. One more deep breath in. And bring your arms by your sides. Keep your eyes closed. Palms of the hands now face the sky. And notice the coolness, how the air is refreshing around the eyes. It should feel really nice, really good. Taking deep breaths, allow the breath to move in and out freely. Just here, let's do a quick scan of the body. Imagine you have almost a laser scan. It starts at the top of the head. And scan for any tension. And if there is any tension, let the scan remove the tension. So it moves down over the head, over the neck, over the shoulders, over the upper body, moving down towards the lower body. Scan right down over the hips, legs, down to the feet. And turning the scanner off, imagine you are completely and utterly relaxed. Begin deepening your breath now. Begin moving gently your fingers and your toes. When you're ready, raise your arms up and over your head, stretching from fingers to toes. And then lifting your knees up against your chest. Squeeze your knees against your chest. Rock a bit if you wish from side to side. Good. Right arm to the right ear and roll all the way to your right hand side, all the way over to the right. And set your hands down and lift yourself up from the side. Come to a seated position. Good. Nice. Let's rub our hands together. Raise the energy in the hands, raise the heat in the hands. Bring the hands over the face and gently tap around your eyes. Shaking out in front of you. And we'll do that one more time. Let's rub our hands together. Heat them up over the face. Gently tap around the eyes. and shake out. Now, as a last movement for ourselves, bring the arms around the chest, grab a hold of your shoulders or your shoulder blades, and give yourself a squeeze like you're hugging. Big squeeze. Feels good. Hands come to your heart center. Well done, everyone. Have a lovely end to your week, a very nice day, and a lovely weekend. Namaste. Bravo. Good.